Time for Education Matters, and Dr. Craig Douglas is here with us today, and we're very excited to have him here. And the thing we're talking about is school is back in session and parents are going to have to talk with their teachers. All right, well, thanks so much for being here with us today, Dr. Douglas. All right, so what are some things that they should consider before having those conversations?
These are sometimes challenging conversations, Elena, so I guess the first talking point would be don't procrastinate, be proactive instead. By that I mean sometimes I think as parents we say to ourselves things like, well, I'm going to wait a little bit more, well, it's early in the year. Avoid those rationalizations. I would encourage parents to communicate early the first sign of any kind of challenge or difficulty. If you think about the way grades are computed, they accumulate, so this is early in the school year. It makes sense to get on top of some sort of a problem right out of the gate. And second, as much as possible, be supportive in the communications. A couple of trip hazards to avoid would be to perhaps be critical of the teacher in front of the child. That's almost irreparable. Also, sometimes parents will be frustrated and they'll confide to other parents in the same room their frustrations with the teacher, and that almost always circles back the way things work in small school settings. So really avoid those pitfalls and try to be as supportive as possible. And then the third and final point would be to show respect. I would offer this suggestion. If the phone call is going to be made, perhaps shoot an email ahead of time to say, "Dear Ms. Smith, I need to reach out to you. I'm going to try you by phone at such and such a time during your conference hour. And my concern is maybe homework assignments," whatever. Just a little brief email, not a long one, a brief email that the teacher can kind of have a heads up. So they're a little bit more prepared for that incoming call. Better yet, maybe even the call to set up a time to come in and meet face-to-face, because always it's better meeting face-to-face, right, than to try and communicate with devices or over the phone. So to kind of wrap up, it's early in the year, but it's not too late to start thinking about making those contacts.
All right, well, thank you so much. Some great tips, for parents to talk to their teachers and keep the students in mind, too.
Teachers really appreciate it, too. I should make that point. Teachers appreciate being approached by parents who are supportive.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here today. If you want some more information about today's topic, just check out the TV5 Hot Links page.